Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome back to my One Piece arc review. And today we'll be talking about the Orangetown arc, an arc about Luffy's battle with the Buggy Pirates. Now before this video starts, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this, and come back next time as we talk about Seer Village. And now, let's begin the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the story. And what I'll be first talking about is some good points that I really liked about it. So a good thing that I really liked about the story is that we got our first Devil Fruit versus Devil Fruit power. Now in Romance Dawn, there was no person that seemed like they could be an equal to Luffy. Because everyone basically was a normal person, just either very strong or just had a very powerful weapon. But in Orangetown, we get the introduction of Buggy the Clown, who has the Chop Chop fruit, a fruit that makes its user impossible to be basically sliced up because he could split his body parts into many different pieces, and he can even control them freely even when they're disattached from his body. And it was a really cool fight seeing them fight each other, Luffy with his Gum Gum fruit and Buggy using his Chop Chop fruit. It was a really cool fight, and honestly I really did enjoy it. And the second point that I really liked about the story was that it had the theme of treasure. Now what I mean by this is that the theme basically says what a treasure really is. Determining on the person, it doesn't have to be gold, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be fame. Sometimes a treasure is just something very important to you. Like with Luffy, it's the straw hat that Shanks gave him. With the mayor, it was the town that he helped build. And with the dog, it was the house that his owner left after he passed away. I think. I kind of don't remember that part. But those are some good things that I really enjoyed about the story. If you have some other good points that you enjoyed about the story, and comment down below what you like about the story of this arc. So some bad things that I really didn't like about this arc's story is that there was only one good fight, which was Buggy versus Luffy. Every other fight were not really memorable, in my opinion. They were just really quick. They were not exciting at all. They weren't really, I guess, fun to watch or read. The only one was Buggy versus Luffy. Now, I'll give it some leeway. There was only 3 fights, and only 1 out of 3 were good. And it was also the beginning, so we don't really get the massive fights that we get later on. That's just one thing I didn't like about this arc. Now another thing I didn't like was that there was not much world building. The only world building that we got was that Buggy worked on Shanks' ship. Now today that's a massive thing because we know who Shanks is. But back when this thing was being aired, it probably wasn't like big because we didn't know what Shanks was. We didn't know what pirate crew he was a part of. So it just meant nothing really. In the far future when you learn about Shanks, it's a really cool moment. But now it's just like, hey, I met this guy, and that's how it was treated. And yeah, that's basically all I had to say about the story. Now what I want to talk about is the characters. Now I'm not going to be talking about one specific character, I'm just going to be talking about all the characters in the arc. And some things I really liked about them. And also some things I don't like about them. So some good things that I really liked about these characters is that, again, the theme of the arc, which was, what is treasure? Now it was really cool seeing some characters that actually have treasures that they really cared about deeply. The mayor was the town because he helped build it and he really cared for all the people that lived in it. And also as the mayor, it was his job to make sure that everything in the village was alright. A dog who cared for his owner's house after he died because he really loved his owner. That was his treasure, and it was really sad seeing it burn down from the Buggy Pirates because he really did the best he could to make sure that no one destroyed it. And he was all beaten up and even faced a lion at one point, all for it to be burned down. And even Luffy with, like I said, the hat that Shanks gave him. He was really upset when Buggy actually cut some holes in it, and it really showed in the fight. He, I think, also got angry when some people actually tried to touch his hat. He really cared about that hat so much because it was basically the inspiration for him to become a pirate in the first place. And that's just one thing I really liked about these characters. Another thing that I really liked is that Buggy the villain had a really cool build up. Before we actually officially saw him, we didn't know what his devil fruit was. All we saw was that he was choking a guy in the air, and we really didn't know how he was doing it. And then eventually when we do see the fruit, it's after Zoro slices him open and you think that the fight is over, the Straw Hats have won, but it turns out that that sword really did nothing to Buggy and basically injures Zoro. So it was a really cool build up to the first ever major villain, I guess, air quotes major, in One Piece, and it was a really cool fight that happened at the end. So a bad thing that I really didn't like about these characters was that, honestly, they're all forgettable. The only person I remember from this arc is Buggy, and that's because he comes back in certain arcs, but also because he's the only person that I found was really interesting. Even though the mayor was a good character, and it was really touching hearing how he really cared about his town, I forgot his name, honestly. I don't know it. Same with the dog. Even though it was really sad hearing about his master and how he died and left his house, I don't know his name. I completely forgot it. The only person I remember was Buggy. And honestly, that kind of is a bad thing when it comes to characters. If I can't remember your name, that means you're not doing something that's really memorable. Now before I end this video, I'm just going to rank this arc. So this arc as a whole has got me thinking that this is a B rank arc. Now this is better than Romance Dawn in my opinion. We got a little bit more action, we got a little bit more backstory, and we also got a little bit more interesting things in the arc as a whole. But not really by much. Its length is a little bit longer than Romance Dawn, so it has that for it. But, like I said, not really by much. I put this as a B rank because it has a very good first major villain in the arc, again with the air quotes on major, and I really enjoyed the fight with Buggy the Clown and Luffy, the two devil fruits going head to head. That's all I have to say. If you think it should be higher or lower, then honestly, just comment down below what you think. Alright, and that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And come back next time as I'll be talking about Syrup Village. And as always, I am the Anime Bro, and see you guys later. Peace!